Welcome to the bottom of the rabbit hole. Salute to all the Matrix University subscribers tuning in. You are always appreciated. In this video, we are going to discuss the Matrix comic, The King of Never Return, which means there will be plenty of spoilers ahead. And if this is your first time down here, or you simply want to know everything about the Matrix universe, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any future yellow-pilled content. The story and art for The King of Never Return was created by Ted McKeever. McKeever has been creating comics since 1987, when he wrote and illustrated Eddy Current and Transit. In 1990, he began working with Marvel's Epic Comics, producing Plastic Forks and the breakout series Metropole. Ted also painted the 3-book DC comic Elseworld series, Superman Metropolis, Batman Nosferatu, and Wonder Woman The Blue Amazon. Ted McKeever also did the story and art for the Matrix comic titled A Life Less Empty. I'll leave a link in the description for anyone who needs to get caught up. The King of Never Return starts with the main character Phoebe explaining why their crew has gone rogue as she approaches a Mexican bank, stating that they aren't doing it for any other reason than the fact that they can, as they grew bored and complacent in the real world. Instead of following Zion's orders, the crew robs banks inside the Matrix. Phoebe says that she's been doing this for so long, she doesn't know me anymore, only us, in reference to the rest of her crew. But this crew doesn't need the money inside the Matrix. They intentionally cause a commotion to get the attention of the agents. Phoebe said that once you make them notice you, then you run, and described the thrill of the chase being better than sex. She says the true lows were in the real world, and then calls Europa, the operator of the ship, to request an exit. While running towards the direction of the payphone, Phoebe was shot in the shoulder, dropping the bag of money as she fell to the ground. Once she begins to pick herself up off the ground, she can see the payphone. Sprinting towards the exit, she grabs the phone just in time to be pulled out of the Matrix before the phone itself is shot by the agents, which is a direct callback to the subway scene in the original Matrix film. Phoebe describes the Matrix as a giant digital playground to pretend in. Back in the real world, Phoebe, Europa, and crewmate Tellus acknowledge that their last adventure was a close call. Tellus says to Europa that they've already done it all in the Matrix. Europa replies with a category they haven't tried yet, and pulls out a disc titled Spaghetti Western Program. Europa proceeds to hit the download button and flood their already wired minds with images from those films. For anyone who doesn't know, the Spaghetti Western is a broad subgenre of Western films produced in Europe. It emerged in the mid-1960s in the wake of Sergio Leone's filmmaking style and international box office success. The term was used by American critics and those in other countries because most of these westerns were produced and directed by Italians and shot in either Italy or Spain. After the Spaghetti Western download session is complete, Tellus says he is the fastest gun in the net. Phoebe re-enters the Matrix with the intentions of setting a western of their own devising, a showdown with the agents. They cause the usual commotion with another bank robbery, and the agents arrived by helicopter in no time. Phoebe says that the funny thing about the agents is that they seem to be as bored as her own crew was, saying that the agents were always looking for an interesting way to kill them off. Phoebe, disappointed that the agents wear sunglasses, as that prevented her from staring the agents down like she saw in the old westerns, draws her gun. The agent draws his weapon, and Phoebe fires off a shot. The agent says, "You missed," and Phoebe replies, "No, I didn't." We then see a close-up of the helicopter's fuel tank with a bullet hole in it just before it explodes, taking both agents out with it. Just as Phoebe begins to celebrate, her RSI immediately becomes unstable. Their hovercraft ship was hit by an attack in the real world. Their AWOL status had finally caught up to them, and another ship from the Zion fleet destroyed the cockpit, killing all 3 crew members on board in order to retrieve the stolen ship. It's hard to say for sure which Zion hovercraft led the attack, but if it was indeed one of the ships that is referenced in the original Matrix trilogy, my guess would be the Hammer. You can check out the hovercraft cruise video here on this channel to get the breakdown on what we know about each ship, and then let me know which one you think it might have been in the comment section. Don't forget to check out all the Matrix University gear at our Teespring shop. If you appreciate this kind of yellow-pilled content, be sure to share it on other platforms like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. And remember, as one realizes that one is a dream figure in another person's dream, that is self-awareness.